Hey, what's going on? It's Walt with One Fall WrestleCast. Hey, we got a jam-packed show today. Man, we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff. Cody Rhodes is apparently a free agent, so we're going to dive into that a little bit. I got a little special something for the boys. I want to see how they receive this. To me, it was fun and entertaining, and I'm all about talking about it. But that's the mystery for the day. Then we're going to play a little game with the AEW men's roster.
Oh,
We're
not
gonna
both? Come
not both.
on.
I didn't have time to prep both, pal.
All right.
I didn't.
All right.
I didn't. So we're gonna play a little game with the AEW men's roster. Love them or leave them, keep them or cut them. Well, roster roulette, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna play a little game. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, we're gonna get into it as soon as I find the video. Usually I'm ready.
Welcome to the One Fall WrestleCast.
First of all, I just want to take a minute to say happy birthday to Betty White. As we all know,
my God.
we lost Betty White on New Year's Eve. We woke up to that horrible information. Today would have been her 100th birthday, and she was super important to the pro wrestling world as she appeared on several WWE type shows. And if you didn't get a pop from watching Golden Girls every once in a while, what the hell are you doing with your life?
Who didn't like Betty White?
So, happy birthday to Betty
It
White.
was insane.
Cheers to Betty White.
Betty White, cheers.
The beautiful thing about Betty White is we all got to tell her how much we loved her before she died.
Absolutely.
So
She got her flowers before she passed, man.
it warms my heart. You know, she lived a good long time. 99, God, what a run. We wish it could have been 100 and we could have had a worldwide Betty White celebration. But 2021 was still kind of a cruel bitch.
Yes.
And it stole Betty White from us. But you know what? She may. I am very much the believer that the death of Lemmy from Motorhead in late 2015 is what started us down this rocky road of destruction.
That's fair.
My hope is that the passing of Betty White, after being 99 years old, although as sad as it was, I'm hoping I'm hoping she sets things right, whatever talks to whomever's in charge of all this bullshit, and says, hey, look, enough. I'm Betty White. I'm here now. Love me, I love you, and let's make everybody friendly again. So far, 2022 has been pretty good. So, with any luck, that's Betty White giving us her blessings.
Listen, pal, you speak for yourself because Derek had a pony bead crisis yesterday.
He did indeed, but it worked out. It worked out.
Like,
Dude, that was the worst. That was the worst
Derek's
of my
got
parenting career.
Derek's got some work to do to get that Dad of the Year 2022, and it's only the 17th of January. So
I mean, do you want to say, or do you want
my entire family was about to be murdered over a bead up Sid's nose? Like, literally was like, "What the fuck are you looking at me for? What do you want me to do? Do something."
All right, so
yeah,
I was trying to convey this.
Not impressed with the skills.
I was trying to convey this via text, and I think I tried to like number them, and I tried to keep the numbers low. 2, I kept with 2. Number 1.
Derek's got a short attention span. So
number 1.
Yeah.
Calm down. Number 2. If you don't know what to do, call somebody who does. Have you called the doctor yet? Oh no, that's a good idea.
Yep.
You asked us first? Do I?
Yeah.
Do I look like a doctor to you?
You're close. You know,
a juris
I figured
doctor.
between you and Walt, somebody's had a bead up their nose at some point.
I mean, I've had some things up my nose, pal, but I can't say that I've had a bead up my nose.
You ever hoovered schneef off a
Well,
hooker's
I tell you
butthole?
what, the doctor had it out. I did call the doctor's office, spoke to the nurse practitioner on call, all that good stuff. We let it ride overnight, and the doctor had it out in 30 seconds once we got
Well,
her to
that's
the office
good.
this morning.
Yeah, that's good. I did that. That was as soon as I rolled out of bed this morning. That was the first thing I did. Can we get a beat update?
A beat. You have to get an update on that beat. It's still in there. That come out. You were like, well, she's playing on her tablet. Her blemish is a little bloody, but it's fine. Like,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. And
Yeah,
actually,
dude,
it was
that-
yellow, not green. I was convinced it was green last night, but it was a yellow one.
So I just want to tell you, on the level of like shit that can go wrong with kids, that's like, it's really low on the list. Like that's like,
Whew.
that's like base level. Like that's
I'm not ready for the next level.
that's this much above like a scraped knee. Really, it is. Like that's maybe not quite a splinter because splinters hurt.
Oh, that's the worst. Splinters are the worst.
Oh my god! You ever have to hold a kid down and rip a splinter out? That's
No, not yet.
That's coming, buddy. That's
Oh,
coming.
no doubt.
That's
Hey,
a lot of
so
fun.
real quick, I just want to throw this out there before we came on the stream here. We had a little conversation. So we're going to be bumping our start time up an hour every week. We're going to start going live at 7:30, so you can kind of catch us before Monday Night Raw starts. But most of you guys that watch us tend to watch us later on, anyways. So, but if you're here, post live, please comment. Let us know that you're here. We would love to hear from you. What we can talk about to make your viewing experience a little bit better, huh, gentlemen?
Make suggestions. Like we're grasping at things here. We're just like we watch things and we're like, this is interesting. Let's talk about this. But we don't know.
Yeah.
It's just what
What do you want to see? Tell us.
It's literally what's interesting to us. And honestly, it's mostly what's interesting to me and Walt.
Yeah.
And then like Derek occasionally has like some insight, but it's like what's
Yeah, he
interesting.
He actually hit us.
Did I not send like 6 messages
Yeah,
today?
you
You
That's what-
did
And then I
this
got
week.
some-
You were a
yeah.
big. You were.
This
you
is
were
what I
big
get
help
from
this
Tom.
week.
Yeah. And so I just hearted that because I was
So-
like, that's a good response to my.
Buddy, 'cause
Oh, fair enough.
you're commenting on it after I've already watched it. So I've already developed an opinion. I've already seen it. I already know it. Like you're just recapping what I've already seen because I watched it live.
That's fair. That's me too, though. Like I watch everything way after the fact. So
I got Raw on right now. Corey Graves' mustache is incredible this week, by the way.
listen, I don't want to see that guy back in the ring. I'm sorry.
He's
Like-
gonna get chucked out on the. He's gonna be in the Royal Rumble.
Kudos to him that he's cleared to compete, and I hope that he does his thing and he gets a little bit of closure on his wrestling career. But bro, don't shoot your credibility as an announcer in the foot, be it with a subpar return. Like, just don't fucking do it. From one Pittsburgh guy to another, don't fucking do it. Keep your
I
ass
wouldn't-
down at the announce table.
I wouldn't hate a Royal Rumble entrance. I feel like whatever happens in the Rumble, give him 5 minutes in the Rumble. I feel like that's adequate.
That's fair. I mean,
Yeah.
for fuck's sake, they put Johnny Knoxville out there, right?
I mean, let Graves eliminate Knoxville. That'd be great. That'd be the end of
But
it.
that would
Then
take
he-
away from his credibility coming back, though, is like you're in the same match as Johnny Knoxville. That
No,
doesn't
but
sell it for me.
look, whomever wins the Rumble is going to main event WrestleMania. There's always nonsense in the Rumble. I'm so
Yeah.
excited for I'm going to shell out for wings. Wings came down in price a little bit.
I
Not
actually
cra-
got some wings last week, and they were not cheap.
No, I mean, there was a point in time where it was like, oh, do you want 18 wings? That's going to be $40. Like, what? No, what? No, I don't want 18 wings. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't want them that bad.
I don't want them that bad. No, they're down to around $1 a wing, which I'm okay with.
Well, I'm hoping that I can link up my schedule and we can do a live watch along like we did last year.
When I can eat
with
wings. I love eating wings.
The
live
move
and
to
watching
Saturday
the Rumble.
on these pay-per-views, while smart business-wise for WWE, has not been well for my watching. So, I mean, it's
Well-
the busiest day of the week, pal.
Well, I'm gonna be eating
Yeah.
wings, but it doesn't start till like 8:00. I'm gonna be eating wings, and I know.
So,
I'm gonna be eating wings. Look, Ben, any general manager I ever had at a restaurant was not around at 8 p.m. on a Saturday.
well, that's because they're not good. So,
Well, they weren't good, and I can't argue that point.
I said what
at
I
all.
said. Hey, so
Well,
did
you're
you
right.
guys? So, Tom, you shared a gem with us this week, bud, and I found a whole rabbit hole. So,
Right?
Bray Wyatt,
Yeah.
the Windham Rotunda is
Yeah.
on YouTube, and like he's got multiple videos. Now I don't know, so I went to the YouTube page, and I don't know if it's necessarily him or if
It's a
it's
little
like
bit
this
sus.
production company
It's a
thing,
little
right?
bit sus, right? It's a
Yeah.
little suspect.
So like the dude's got like a live stream too, and it's
Yeah,
like
I saw
very
that.
much like in the the little cartoon thing, but I mean the videos for the cult of Windham, um, man, they're impressive, and it's like there's a lot going on, right? And if you watch like one of the other videos, not the one you sent us, Tom, I wish I had the link to the YouTube channel because like the videos are actually pretty decent, right?
Yeah,
Um,
the quality is up there. It's
but at
not.
one point they're on a subway, and the little ticker thing that's on the subway that like tells you what stop it is. It says Friday, January 21st. And in this promo video, he mentions Titan and he mentions Eric. And they kind of flash to the black sheep mask of Braun Strowman, and then they flash to Eric Redbeard. So Tom, you did a little bit of digging on this, and it looks like he might be making an appearance at this NEW Over the Top show at Kennedy High School in Waterbury, Connecticut on Friday, January
And
21st.
it seems like a weird place to be, right? But look at who's all there. So you got your Adam Scher, you got your Braun Strowman, you got your Eric Redbeard, you got your EC3 is going to be there. At the same time, like Mercedes Martinez, like this is a big show. Like Sergeant Slaughter's there, Mercedes Martinez is there. Like these is Enzo's there. This is not small beans. Like somebody paid a lot of money for this. It's sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings. So, let's just say like they're just there to film some stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that like we're gonna know the 21st. We're gonna find out. It's like, are we gonna know, or are we gonna? Is some stuff gonna happen, like sort of at the Ring of Honor final show kind of thing, where it was very much the same level, same caliber of show.
Yeah.
But like, out comes FTR. Out comes this is the whole thing. We're gonna get to the Briscoes in a little bit, and but is there this like little indie swell of stuff?
I think so, man. And I think that like, I know that we talked about this, probably last year, talking about AEW letting their talent work these indie dates, right? But like, I think that AEW being a national promotion at this point, I wouldn't say that they're global yet. They're close, but I don't think that they're there quite yet to call them a global promotion. But to be this national powerhouse promotion, to allow their talent to work these small indie shows. Well, at the time, none of us really agreed with it. I don't even think Derek agreed with the fact that like Moxley was working these high school shows and all this stuff.
No.
But it's really paid off, I think, overall for pro wrestling as a whole, right? And you see these flyers and stuff for these independent shows, and it's like, hey, I would pay to go watch that. And I think that with somebody like Bray Wyatt or Wyndham Rotunda, however you want to put it out there, doing these promo videos, like he's going to make an appearance at this show. Hey man, I'm here for it.
And even if it's not a real big thing, but it's a like holy shit kind of moment, like you see him, and then it goes black, and everybody's dead, right? And then you got Eric and Titan standing at the top of the ramp, like whatever, holding their arms up or whatever, with masks on, right? Where it's like maybe you see him in a flash of light, like lights go black, you see him in a flash of light, you turn around, everybody's done, and like everybody's down on the ground, you hear a bunch of boom, 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 boom. And then at the top of the ramp, there's and you don't see him, and it's like just this like sort of weird aura, right? And like it doesn't have, it just sprinkles of things that get caught on the internet, like. And I think Bray Wyatt's like Wyndham Rotunda, that guy, that's very much his jam. It's like, let me sprinkle it in here.
Yeah,
the real fans will know. You sprinkle it in. It happens. They're like, "What? Holy crap! What just happened? What just happened?" Oh man, and then like, because nobody really saw this stuff that the stuff I shared with you guys, those like promos, and it's like, truth be told, it could be bullshit, right?
Listen, they're picking up steam though now. I think when I looked this morning to like kind of just make sure that I knew what the fuck I was talking about, knowing that I wanted to talk about this coming in here, the one that you shared with us had over 1 million views. So like,
yeah,
it's out there now.
Now it is. So like a couple days ago, it only had like a 200,000 views or something. It wasn't crazy. I mean, it was like, yeah, it was like 200,000 views. But yeah, it's all picked up at this point. I haven't seen Sean Ross Sapp like confirming it. Dave Meltzer's not talking about it, but it's something that seems to be brewing, in a way that might be cool.
And here's the thing though too. And like, go ahead, Derek. What do you got, bud?
I have a question. Have you guys ever been to a high school house show where there's a ramp? Because I would like to go to one of those.
So
I've never been to something of such high production value.
So there's not. To answer your question,
sorry, Tom. As I was listening to, I was like, nope,
no.
Truth
be told, no. So truth be told, no. To answer your question, not high school, but it was a smaller college, and yes, there are some high schools that would have this caliber of stuff. I'm not certain that this is that. Yeah, I'm not certain. Like in the South, like there's
much better than the cardboard dividers with the trash bags hanging behind it that Derek and I are used to going and watching.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm.
Not like, that those boys don't put on a. Not that those boys don't put on a killer fucking show.
It's look, right. I'm not. No. Yeah, but these aren't West Virginia shows, boys. These are like, where is this? This one's in.
It's in Connecticut, Newbury, Connecticut.
Yeah, those high schools in Connecticut, in Newbury, Connecticut, lots of money, big money. You think about a high school gym. Their high school gyms are like better than most like high caliber college gyms, which is like, if you think about, we went to the Peterson Event Center, right? Like that's the level of these gyms, like what the Peterson event. Almost not quite that level, but like a good portion that, right? Like 60%, 50% that. It's that type of like, it's more than Weir High's gym, more than Brook High's gym, more than Derek. Where'd you go to high school?
West Fairmont.
More than West Fairmont's gym. Just it's more than that. Like so we'll have to see. Look, it could be nothing, right? I mean, I'll be the first to say that it could be. Take it with an absolute grain of salt. It could be.
I mean, what you're saying sounds cool, and I hope it happens. I was just giving you a rib there, but yeah, honestly, if this seriously all comes to fruition, that was a hell of a find for one, and that'd be one awesome show to go to. I would gladly put down my $25, if that whatever they're charging, to go see this.
I think too, though, and like the way that this was produced and the way that it was really put together, it kind of left the door open that, hey, maybe these three assholes are going to show up at the Royal Rumble too, right? Because it's not specific. Like, yeah, that's great that like that little date comes across the ticker and like you get that, that Eric and Titan thing, and like that's all fun and games, but like everything that was in reference to Bray Wyatt or Windham Rotunda at this point was all WWE spots, right? Like there was a couple of shots of the Fiend. There was the references to Sister Abigail in the video. The rocking chair was there. Do you remember when Randy Orton caught the house on fire? Like all that shit was in there, right? So like I really like the way that it was put together and kind of just leaving your mind to wander a little bit. And we all know that Bray Wyatt's good at doing that kind of stuff. So I'm intrigued to see what happens, man. I really, really am.
So what you got next? Because this might be a really good segue.
So what's going to happen next, my friends, is Sean Ross Sapp has said that Cody Rhodes is a free agent working without an AEW contract.
Okay, so this is a good segue, actually.
And he is the current AEW TNT champion. Man,
not the interim, the current.
Hey, listen, Derek, you're shaking your head, man. Like, please, what is on your mind?
Dude, it's stupid. It's a non-news, non-starter type of situation. This is like saying that Vince McMahon is a free agent and he's available to go work elsewhere. Of course he fucking is. But is he going to? No. Cody is a EVP. We all know this.
So
there's zero chance he's going to WWE and showing up in the Royal Rumble.
100% agree with you, Derek, actually. 100% agree. So they've been teasing, and I think what Walt is alluding to, I'm just going to let the cat out of the bag here. They've been teasing this sort of like, this sort of like, oh my God, is WWE breaking the third wall? Are they busting down the forbidden door?
Yeah, we kind of touched on it last week with Mickey James and all that.
They're like, well, maybe it's Moose too. Maybe they're putting out Moose, and that's maybe more likely. But like the internet's like, oh my God, what if it's Cody? I agree with you, Derek. It ain't Cody. It ain't Cody. But what if it's Bray Wyatt?
I mean, I'm into it, right? But do you know what I think it's going to be? Do you know what I think it's going to be? And
No.
we're gonna dig into this Cody Rhodes thing a little bit more. But in my opinion, it's gonna be Stardust.
It's not. Get out.
Stardust. Listen, I had to slide that in there. I knew you guys would appreciate that. So let's get back into this Cody Rhodes.
If anything,
thing, right?
It's gold dust.
So Sean
Right?
Ross Sapp also said, I think there's a great chance he stays and everything is business as usual. I think there's a chance he leaves based on what I've heard about some recent big WWE deals. I think there's a chance that his contract just expired as part of a Rhodes to the Top storyline. And Sean Ross Sapp goes on to say, hey, man, it's wrestling, so who really knows? Meltzer said, okay, this is a situation. Almost everyone is avoiding me there today. So either it's true and they are all mad it's out, or it's a work and they don't want to lie to me. One person near the top told me that they thought it was a publicity stunt, but stressed they didn't know for sure.
I would lie to Dave immediately.
Oh, everybody lies to Dave.
There would
Dave
be
lies to us.
There would be no stress for anybody to lie to Dave. Like, oh, I don't want to lie to Dave. How can I lie to Dave?
Yeah, I think
for
Dave's
God's
just trying
sake,
to
lie
stake
to
the flames here. There's nothing.
Like, if truth be told, if you're gonna lie to anybody, lie to Dave Meltzer.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, because he's gonna say it. Like just straight up lie to him. Well, I was told, and you'll hear about it. Like, you'll wake up. Like, you could lie to Dave Meltzer at like 10 p.m. and you'll hear about it on the internet at 8:30 a.m. the next day. Like, lie to Dave Meltzer. If you want to get if you want to get some heat behind something and you want somebody to chase a red herring, lie to Dave Meltzer. Like,
absolutely.
That fast. Like, it's almost like it's like putting a match to a piece of paper covered in gasoline. Like, lie to Dave Meltzer if you're gonna lie to anybody, especially if he has your phone number. Just straight up lie to him.
I wish we could just text him random lies and see what comes out.
I mean, like, we'd have to be like Charlotte or like Andrade or something, like, right? Like, we'd have to be like.
We don't have to.
Like,
he just has to think that that's their phone number.
Like, we just. Yeah, like, we'd have to be like Johnny Ace, right? But like, no, lie to Dave Meltzer. Absolutely. Like, lie immediately to Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, and I think the fact that like Sean Ross Sapp, who we talk about in very high regard on this show for the most part, his thing being like, hey, I don't think he's going anywhere. I think it's just going to be business as usual. But man, you never know, like, because WWE's handing out some big deals. I mean, you look at Sami Zayn, you look at fucking Kevin Owens, like, they all got big deals, right?
Well,
and
budget cuts, they make some budget.
And like, how much of a pain in the dick would it be for like AEW if fucking their EVP showed up on WWE TV?
It would be a pain in the dick.
Like, how much realistically do you think WWE would pay for that to happen? You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just a one-time shot.
Yeah,
especially if it's Cody Rhodes.
For a split
Especially if
second,
it's
if I'm
Cody
Tony
Rhodes.
Khan, I got to be like,
Especially if it's Cody Rhodes. How much of a shot in the knee is that, right?
Yes.
This guy that's like, it's forced himself to the pinnacle of your, like, It's like, oh, he's the guy who's like everything. How much of a pain in the dick would that? How much of a it would be painful.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be. Truth be
I
told,
don't think so either.
I don't think Cody or WWE have want to do anything with each other.
No, but listen, how sweet would it be if Cody did show up and then Triple H came out and threw him over the top rope?
Oh my god, I'd love it. I'd love it. So, look, I mean, I don't think Cody would do that to himself. I feel like that's a thing that like he wouldn't allow happen to him. But if that happened, I would pop. So, like, look, I would have hot wings in my mouth. And be like, ah, ah, like I was the like fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre at Leatherface. Like with hot wings, it would be like, ah, ah. It would be so good. It'd be so good. It's not gonna happen. Like, look, I can't like build myself up to believe that like something that I want to happen this bad that would like humiliate. Like, one is Cody Rhodes gonna humiliate himself to this level, like just bury himself. Like, oh hey, here's my golden shovel. Let me just shovel the dirt on myself. Like that's not gonna happen. But
you know what though? I will give WWE props though because they they kind of leaked out this there may be a men's Forbidden Door entrant, right? Mm-hmm. And like all this talks happen. It's Moxley, it's Jericho, it's Cody Rhodes. No, it's gonna be Moose. No, it's gonna be Kenny Omega. Like if
it's anybody, it's Jericho. Like if it's anybody big like that, it's Jericho because he's the guy that has it could be on his like retirement list, right?
Yeah.
Like if it's anybody like that, like of that level in AEW, it's Jericho.
And like of course all this shit's getting shot down, right? And like we're not gonna know until January 29th. Like, but at the same point in time, I don't think it's gonna be anything either, Derek. I really don't. But like it's gonna be a lot of fun to watch all the fucking the little IWC guys, like us come in and chat about it and talk about the possibilities. That would make sense,
right? Like he and Edge can have a hug and like last year, and it would be like Christian's back for a minute, and that'd be great.
It's gonna be Gangrel
because if you know
that would be a possibility
too. Because he did talk about he did talk about a possible in-ring return before Edge did the Brood entrance.
I would love if it's Gangrel, that's literally the best it could be.
Yeah, that would be good. I'd definitely pop you.
I'm 100% more down for it to be Gangrel than anybody else we've mentioned at this point.
Stand back. There's a hurricane coming.
Shane Helms, that would be great too. I would like that too. I would like just like sort of fat, out of shape Shane Helms. I'd love it. I love Shane Helms, by the way. I really do love Shane Helms.
You got to find a couple of those little comedy spots in the Rumble, even though like it's my favorite event, man. And I hate the fact that Johnny Knoxville's in this fucking thing. Like I know we talked about it last week, but I
don't hate it that.
It's the Rumble, man.
I mean, I feel like there's always some gimmicky shit in the Rumble. So it's
Rumble.
Like, the fact that it's Johnny Knoxville and it's somebody who's willing to like get just fucked up, even though he's like 50 years old at this point. Like somebody who's like it might even be like. Truthfully, I think like Kane is going to be in the Rumble, and I think,
it has to be.
And I think it's going to, I think Kane is going to throw Johnny. Like I feel like that's really the like best case scenario for Johnny Knoxville is to be chucked by Kane, and just like have him hit the ground like splap, like Taka did like back in 2000, and then they talked about how he was going to the hospital for the rest of the Rumble. Taka's on his way to the hospital because
Taka Michinoku is like that generation Sasha Banks, like just those like just high impact bumps. It's like, oh my god, is she dead? Yeah, like Taka used to take those fucking bumps back in the Attitude Era.
And but like they would make fun of him. Like he would take that bump, and then like for the rest, they would like just replay it in slow motion for like the rest of the Rumble of like him going. It would just be like it was good. R.I.P. Taka. You're probably still alive, but R.I.P.
Yeah, I mean he died for our pleasure.
He certainly did. I'm sure he's still alive, but R.I.P. Taka.
Oh, he's certainly still alive. He probably looks the exact same age.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, Funaki.
Yeah. They don't
still,
crack, man.
Funaki still is the
Dick to go.
So he's still one of the Japanese announcers for WWE for the big events.
Yeah.
And every time they bring him out,
You
they're
know,
like SmackDown's favorite announcer, Funaki. And I'm like,
Indeed.
exactly. Indeed.
they don't do the thing anymore though, where they go down the line and be like, all right, here's our Spanish announce team and our
Fuck no, man.
you know.
Dude, that takes like 30 minutes.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore. They used to at all the big
thank
pay-per-views though, and be like,
goodness they don't do it anymore.
WWE.
I think they just do it now for WrestleMania, and that's
Funaki,
fair.
he was always there.
Do it for WrestleMania. Hey, so listen, real quick, and this is off topic. Tom, did you see Blood Money's getting the elimination chamber?
I did actually, yeah. And I'm not because I love the chamber. I really do. But I don't watch the Blood Money matches. I really don't. So it's really now I'm sort of like I'm gonna have to see who's in it, truthfully. I will go back. I won't watch it live because I'll be working when it happens. And
They
How about
already
this?
get your
What if-
money, pal.
I
What
know
if I
that.
stream it off of my Peacock through my phone into our video chat, so that you're technically not giving them an extra sub off your Peacock? Then you can watch it.
No, I'll just watch it on mine. I'm not really. It's really not like that's really too much.
That's how I
It
watch
really
my
is.
UFC fights, is through Twitch
Shut
on
the
other
fuck
people's
up, man.
TVs.
Dana White's like, this fucking guy, follow him.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Follow
he's
him.
finding me.
Listen, Dana
Fuck
White's
them.
fucking
I'm
crazy,
not paying
pal.
them $70
Dana-
for
Okay.
a fight.
Dana White
Kiss
is
my
crazy.
ass.
Dana White got better from COVID from Dr. Joe Rogan. Just
did.
saying.
Oh, I'm sure.
He
With
got
his hydrochloride, whatever he's got.
now he took ivermectin and he took he got the mononuclear bodies which are or the whatever the things that they've been given to everybody like that actually work because it's like, well, here's stuff that like people that got better from COVID had. Take this and it'll help fight it. And that helps because like I have neighbors that got it, like who are nurses that had that, like, and it's the way it is. But he's like, this fucking horse like dewormer. It was really
Shove
the
that up
thing.
your ass. You'll be great in 2 days.
This fucking horse dewormer. It's like, okay, look, I'm not saying that like it's not useful maybe in some, but like, good God, like it sure seems like it's a dewormer, not a antiviral. But hey, look, I'm not a doctor. Anyway, Dana White,
but-
I'm glad you're not sick or dead. I really am because I want you to put him on fights.
I enjoy Dana White thoroughly, so I'm glad
Right?
he's not sick or dead either.
I'm glad he's not sick or dead. I'm glad
You
he
know
got
who's
better.
do you know who's getting sick and fucking tired though?
Joe.
Who?
fucking Briscoes.
Oh, the Briscoes. How does he still not have teeth?
It's a gimmick at this point, pal.
He probably has a
Like-
partial for sure. He's got a bridge in there you can throw in.
Listen, I love
Pulls
them.
out. Good
I
God.
mean, sure.
absolutely adore them.
As characters, I mean, they're the MJF of like the rest of this shit, right?
Goodness gracious, bro! The video they just did, where they called out FTR, Tony Khan, and AEW again, right? You're like, is he eating a graham cracker? I'm like, no, bud, that's a fucking Pop-Tart.
No, it's a Pop-Tart. He's eating a Pop-Tart.
That's a fucking Pop-Tart.
What?
But you know what, man? I'm here for it, and I just really hope that
But how real
AEW is
was
going to
that,
give
right?
us this, right? Is AEW has to give this to us.
I mean, here's the point with that. It's like it was so real. It's like, is he eating a Pop-Tart while they give this? Like he's eating a graham cracker while they have this promo. Like he's just like he's having breakfast. Like they're giving a promo and they're like, motherfucker, I'm tired. I don't want to talk to my cell phone anymore. I want to beat your ass.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's just like eating a Pop-Tart. Like what?
And then they did one a couple of weeks ago. They were hooking a trailer up to a pickup truck and fucking wigging out, and it's like, FTR, you're ducking and dodging us. And, bro, they're building the fuck out of this, and we don't even know if it's going to happen.
Revolution.
I saw the truck hookup thing, and it's like that wasn't as good as the like just seeing him like just eating his Pop-Tart, like that to me is just like number one, this man doesn't have teeth. He's eating a Pop-Tart with no teeth, so you get those like you don't get that nice Pop-Tart bite. It broke in weird ways. That's why I thought it was a graham cracker, but I forgot he doesn't have teeth. So I mean, it's the little nuances. I say this all the time. It's the little nuancy stuff. Like just eating the goddamn Pop-Tart while you get so mad that like you're just like, why am I talking to this phone? I want to beat your ass. Like in a barn. Like they're eating Pop-Tart in a barn. Ah, man, these guys are great. Just keep the kayfabe. God, kayfabe is so
I
alive.
love it. And that's the thing, right?
Kayfabe.
Like they're very much a part of that keeping kayfabe alive thing.
Oh, God,
and like I'm here for it, man. You know, we them boys.
We them boys.
You know, Derek, man, I'm surprised you're so quiet about the Briscoes, man. Like they're your people.
Aren't they?
They're definitely my style, and I'm good with them coming to AEW. And yeah, basically that's what I was going to get at there.
Neighbors.
I'm a man of these people for sure.
You have more teeth than they do, but like, that makes you special, right?
You know, we've only got a couple months to our next major pay-per-view, and I could definitely see where that's going to come into play there at AEW.
Oh, I hope so. Like,
you know, I think that's part of the buildup is, you know, they're going to show some frustration and kind of start stirring the pot, and, you know, we're going to do some house shows here and there maybe, and, you know, start maybe even threaten some WWE guys, maybe threaten some Impact guys. I would throw some shit around.
Bro, you know what I would love if they showed them
focus on AEW this whole time, then that just tells me that they're coming.
Yeah.
It's just,
you know what I would love to see happen though? I would love to see them but like play the I bought tickets angle, right? But put them up in the back of the nosebleeds.
Oh yeah.
Just you know what I mean? Just put them all the way at the top.
Far back.
Be like, we bought these tickets.
And have
we're here to watch FTR.
And have them be there, like keep showing them on camera for like the whole show.
Yeah,
like,
kind of like Sting and Darby, right? Like sitting up there in the rafters, but they're in like actual nosebleed seats. They just keep showing their tickets,
like next to people, like sit next to people, like hugging the people next to them, like like giving them like just
I love this
beer getting out of control.
Drinking beer, absolutely. Like that would be. And just keep, but you know what? You know, would be the best if like nothing came of it. Like they bought tickets and they just kept showing them up in the rafters, and then nothing.
I think that would absolutely be the best part.
Show ends, they're still just watching the show from like the worst tickets, for the worst seats in the house. Just we're way up there. Oh man,
perfect.
That would be. I hope they show that on television, and I don't have to like find that on the internet, and I just watch it happen, and I'm like, they're really gonna do this, like, because that would be one of those things like where Serena Deeb came out and like just beat Hikaru Shida, where they were like, oh my god,
how great has Serena Deeb been through this whole thing with Shida?
Better than Hikaru Shida. Oh,
stop it! That's the easy route out. Sit here and profess your love with Serena Deeb with me. She is the stuff.
I always like Serena Deeb.
Looking back over the years, I never thought in like 2014, I think it was, maybe whenever they did the the CM Punk whole little cult
Straight Edge Society.
Yeah, there you go. Thank
you. And they shaved her head. Yeah.
Yeah, I never did I think like, oh, this girl's gonna go on to be
Serena Deeb.
It's come full circle.
Is
her hair
the AEW Women's Division savior?
She really is,
because she's had to work 4 matches with the dumpster fire that is Hikaru Shida.
Well, hopefully once she gets done with her, she can take that belt off Riho and we'll be good.
I can't stand you.
I can't stand the fact that they let Riho take the belt. This is bullshit.
Oh, Derek, come on.
You watched wrestling by now.
You watched it. You know.
I've watched a lot of wrestling this past week. I actually started.
I know. I've been talking to
2021 to get caught up.
Well, good for you. We're all very proud of you. But anyway, what's our next topic? We're very excited for what's going on with them boys, but
Mustafa Ali.
Oh, Adel Adim.
I am requesting my release from WWE, and he's had this little
Was
cute
that
little
granted?
quit. Not to this point, no.
Well, fuck him.
But his cute little video tweet here. I have a message that is much bigger than my dreams in pro wrestling. Despite my best efforts, I will not be able to deliver this message while working with WWE. Therefore, I am requesting my release from WWE.
Ooh, can I have a what might be a bad take on this?
Yeah, go after it.
We may never see him again. This is probably the end.
Oh yeah.
This is it. That's all she wrote. Cause like, I mean, I don't know that he's put on a match that I'm like, oh my god, he stole the show, or oh my god, he stole the match, or oh my god, he was, because he's been given time, and I just don't. I think that he thinks he's a little too big for his britches. We're not gonna see him.
He was given time on a horrible angle though.
Guys, time out. Before you get into this,
I'll see this man again.
Before you get into this, okay? This man was in a world title match a year and a half ago and got hurt and was unable to take his spot in said match.
Yep.
A year and a half ago. And his career has not been the same since.
I don't think we see him ever again. I think
you're wrong.
I don't think we ever see
that's
him.
Like saying that Ty Dillinger will never see him again. But
10,
you know,
10,
yeah,
10. Sorry.
Not everybody can be, you know, a Brock Lesnar in Tom's world.
I mean,
there's got to be some free agents here and there, Tom.
So to me, okay, yeah. So maybe he's the chairman. Maybe he's the C player somewhere. If we see him ever again, maybe he's a C player. But he's a D player in WWE right now, right? Like he gets time. He gets TV time once a month.
He was the leader in what Vince thought was a high level faction.
But
he had a great feud with Ricochet too on Saturday night's main event. He really
had a good feud with Ricochet too.
That nobody saw.
I did.
I mean, we saw it, but nobody else saw it. Man.
I saw a lot of potential with him whenever he was.
I did. I agree with Derek 100%. I see a ton of potential, but at the same point in time,
I don't think we ever see him again.
At the same point in time, Tom's onto something though, too, little man. Like maybe he does think that he's a lot better than he actually is. I'm with you. I think he's great. I enjoy watching him, but maybe he's got big head.
Yeah, I don't think we ever see him again.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe he sucks backstage.
Maybe, yeah, that's a possibility. And who knows? What is this message that he needs to deliver? Do you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? What's this? Is this some kind of political thing, you think? Like, I mean, we all know when this man's been given a live mic, he has been very, very outspoken. If you've watched any of the Talking Smacks and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, you know, a lot of that shit, like, you know, we talked about it. It's like, was that a work? Was that a shoot? A lot of people seem to think that was shoot. That was shoot worthy material.
I think that was all shoot. Truthfully.
So, you know, I don't know. Maybe that's the reason why he's got handcuffs is because, you know, Vinny's not ready for him to be out here spewing his political agenda or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Well, I mean, he's gonna be spewing in high school gyms until he begs off and becomes an accountant somewhere.
Right. I love how at the beginning of this show, literally at the beginning of our show earlier today, we praise high school gym shows.
No, just this one because
it's just the one in Connecticut, sponsored by B-Dubs. Got it. Just that one.
Look, he's Mustafa Ali is going to show up in one of the West Virginia high school gym shows for
the Armory. We don't do high school gyms; we do armories.
That's right.
That's right. Armories.
Mick Foley started his career in Clarksburg, West Virginia at the Armory.
Clarksburg, baby.
What a wild town. Nobody paved the roads, but fucking people come and wrestle there.
They don't scrape the roads either, the bastards.
Well, they don't have. You would think a place with all those goddamn trucks, people that the town of Clarksburg, West Virginia, is full of people with tiny penises and huge trucks. You would think that at least like 4 of those dudes have like a plow so that they can scrape them roads, but they don't.
Where do you think you're going?
Who, me?
Just right here to grab something.
We'll grab it and then get back to your spot.
Sit back.
I was just still trying to have a conversation with Tom here.
Just no.
It was providing an extra angle to the show, for the viewers on the YouTube. They can see me from a different angle for a second.
The question is,
look, here's my room.
What?
This is my wife's desk here, where she makes the money.
What? Why are you up?
I'll be back.
Why are you up? So yeah, Clarksburg, West Virginia, tiny little penises, big trucks. How none of them motherfuckers got like some plows and some snow blowers and some like salt stuff? Like what the hell they got out there? What do they got out there? Tiny penises. That's what it's meth and little itty bitty tiny penises. The little how anybody gets pregnant with them little tiny penises is beyond me. But
I don't know. Ask my wife.
Well, you have a massive penis.
That's a little
like,
too much for.
It's like boom. You've placed it on a table and broken it in front of me, and it's terrible. Horrified by the whole sight of all of it. I'm just kidding. I've never seen your penis. I don't know what it's like.
He's like, I had to reach for something that's right here. It was like 12 minutes ago.
He left, and I didn't talk about your penis.
Yeah, and then we somehow managed to talk about my pay. It's something, right?
Well,
look at it. Just take your time, pal. It's all right.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside.
So, fun little factoid that I really enjoyed this week. Okay. After 21 years, we have a new ECW TV champion.
The lowliest of
Matt Cardona.
The lowliest of all the ECW belts.
Nah, but you know what? At one point in time, the ECW TV championship was the championship in ECW when Rob Van Dam had it, and he defended it something like 300 times. Okay, and like that's a legit number. Mr. Monday Night RVD Rob Van Dam gave some serious notoriety to that ECW TV championship.
Well, that's because Rob Van Dam is a goddamn good God is. Have you seen Rob Van Dam's wife? Like his new wife, not the old one, not the lady that left him and broke his heart. His new wife. Have you seen her?
Yes.
Have you seen her twerk?
Yes.
Okay. Rob Van Dam is a legend. Rob Van Dam is the kind of guy who somebody gives him coal and he creates diamonds.
Absolutely. And that's why this is so intriguing to me, right? So, of course, Cardona does this, and it's like, he had the tweet a couple of months ago, WWE was my developmental. I'll be goddamned if my man is not out here stealing pro wrestling. I don't give a fuck.
He absolutely is.
Tom,
he absolutely is.
Like, Tom and Derek too, like you guys kind of shit on me a couple of months ago when I brought this up and like how he was going to eventually take over pro wrestling. And here we are when we're talking about it, right? So he takes it one step further. Everybody's like, yo, WWE owns ECW. This is not going to end well, right? So what does my man do? He turns it around and he goes a Lunger Blaze Medusa and he drops it in a trash can in the middle of a ring the next day.
I can't like this. I mean, look, I'm happy to admit that I was wrong because he's literally like, what Broski is doing right now. Also, I love that he married Chelsea Green, and he now calls her his Hosky. But I love my Broski, so much because this dude has literally just lit everybody and everything on fire. And it's like he talks trash to all the right people. Like he shits on Joey Janela so much. Like that's like his bag rate. He's just shitting on Joey Janela, and I love that. But like just everything he does, like he comes out and is just like, well, now I'm better than you, and I'm better than this, and this sucks, but now I'm the champion of it, and it's just it's so good. Everything he's done has been so indie. But so indie perfect. It's like indie, like
Oh,
taking
it's
the
absolutely
mask.
been indie-rific.
It's taking the mask off the indies, right? It's just like, oh no.
You know,
I'm better than this, and I'm here to dominate it.
I'll check out
So
his
good.
podcast every once in a while, right? Like if I don't have
They're
anything
just talking
pressing
about it.
that I want.
They're just
I
talking
wanna
about
listen
action
to.
figures.
Well, he talks about action figures, but he also talks about like the things that he's doing, right? And it's like maybe he was on Jericho's podcast. He's like, bro, I'm making so much more money as an independent wrestler than I ever did working for WWE.
well, he's working more. That's part of it. Is he's just working more. He's doing more work. Like he's out there every week.
Hey, dumbass, your microphone's been muted for like 10 minutes. So like if you like
That's why
had
it's going
something
so smooth.
pertinent to add at
That's
any
why
point in
everything's
time
been
over the
so
last 10
smooth.
minutes, nobody's heard it.
That's why it's been so smooth. This has been smooth minutes. He's laughing hard.
I've not taken my eyes off of your little bubble since I watched you click the mute button.
I didn't mean to. Yeah. Proceed,
Cheers.
sirs. My apologies.
But no, so his Matt Cardona is just really like. I'm
He's
happy
on his own level right now, bud.
I'm happy
Yeah.
to be wrong, and
He's in a fantastic world of independent wrestling right now.
Truthfully,
he's in the perfect sweet spot.
Just, I mean, I can't. He is so overshot what I thought he was ever going to do. He's proved me wrong, and I'm happy for him because, truth be told, I like the guy.
And the thing is, he's good. He's not bad at his job at all.
No, not at all.
No.
I'm happy to be wrong, and it's like, Tom, you're wrong. Yes, I was, and I'm happy I was wrong, right? Like I was like, Matt Cardona's dead. No, he's not dead. Not only is he not dead, he's making more money. He married his wife. He married his girlfriend, who also got fired for. But still, like, they're out there like, okay, we left WWE and we actually did better.
Yeah,
and I want to see that because like they were sort of some of the first casualties of all of this, where it was like doom and
I mean,
gloom.
to be fair, Cardona's been avoiding that death blow for like the last 10 years.
Man, he's been dodging bullets left and right.
I think it's because Vince knew that if he cut him, this is exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah, you're probably right. But I mean, it's what's happening, and you know, good for him. Good
for him. Absolutely.
And
good
he brought his wife with him, and he brought Brian Myers with. Look, Brian Myers is on TV more often than Matt Cardona, or just as often,
Yes,
or more often than he was beforehand. And
I could leave that shit though. I'm not a huge fan. There's just
Brian
nothing
Myers,
there.
or?
It's just Brian Myers. Like
I like Brian
the most
Myers.
professional wrestler.
I like Brian Myers.
Yeah.
I think he's good.
I just saw a thing right before we came online, right? That he had pitched an idea to be like the X-Pac of the Good Brothers with like AJ Styles and Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. And like he like pitched ring gear and everything just so like he could get in there and bump around for those guys and have them never have to get pinned. And it got shot down.
That would have been great.
Would have been really great for him because I mean
great.
Kurt Hawkins as the bump magnet, it's not any different, right? Except now he's in a high profile spot.
Right? The Undertaker could have killed him too.
Yeah.
It would have been great. I was thinking about this earlier. I rewatched the Boneyard match, actually. I threw it on like in the morning because I was like, oh, let's watch this Boneyard match because this is nonsense. Because Damien was like, I've never seen the Undertaker do stuff. And I'm like, well, he retired, but here's this Boneyard match. So like,
that's so sad to hear, though. Like, honestly, overall.
He's wrong. He's just young. He forgot because he has. because like the Undertaker has wrestled on TV in my living room while he's been there, but like so I threw it on and I'm like, this is a Boneyard match. It's only 10 minutes or so, and I showed it to him. And like I was like, oh right, they killed the Good Brothers. We never saw them again on WWE TV. So as far as WWE is concerned, the Good Brothers are dead.
Yes.
And the Undertaker murdered them.
And they buried AJ Styles alive, and nobody ever talks about it.
Nobody ever talks. Like it's like that was the same year they threw Rey Mysterio off of Titan Towers, and he showed up a couple weeks later.
Yep.
Yeah, he's fine.
He sold the no eye longer than he sold being murdered.
Yes, 100%.
Okay, so since you guys brought up Rey Mysterio, I'm just going to take this opportunity to bring about how much Dominic Mysterio sucks.
This has become the new Joey Janela.
We don't need to continue speaking about it. I'm just saying, I just want to throw it out there.
This has become the new Joey Janela spot, right? Like, how many times is Derek going to bring up his hatred for fucking Dominic Mysterio?
Dominic can go fuck himself. It's terrible. Why are you taking a spot from someone else that actually has talent? Like a one-legged man, a no-legged man, anyone. Fucking pick a guy in the crowd to tag team with your dad. It'd be better than you.
Whatever happened to that no-legged man who was in that AEW rump battle?
It's probably Dominic's Mysterio. He probably just got some legs attached to him. And
what?
And I'm just an asshole now because I'm talking shit on a no-legged man.
MJF picked him up by his armpits and threw him over the top rope. Whatever happened to him after that?
Derek and I were watching that shit. What was it? Was it All In? No.
Yeah, it was All Out. It was the first All Out.
Yeah, it was All Out.
First ever AEW pay-per-view. Derek was like, hey, man, I bought the AEW pay-per-view when I come down. I was like, yeah, man, sure. We're sitting there, and I'm like, bro, there is a man with no legs in this battle royal.
No legs. And MJF picked him up and just went, whoop.
So this is the perfect opportunity since we're talking about AEW.
Mute him. He's got stuff going on. Mute him.
I think he's better now.
Okay, good. Let's go.
All right, so this is the perfect segue into our little game. Derek, are you ready? Okay, love it or leave it. Cut them or keep them. Some of these are going to be rapid fire, and I think that we're okay with that. But
yeah, no,
some are going to have some discussion.
Nah, most of them should be. Keep him, baby.
Keep him.
Yeah, that's a keep. Move on.
Aaron Solo.
Cut.
Who?
Cut.
Derek.
You can cut.
He said who?
Keep him.
Who?
Got to have enhancement talent.
Fair enough.
The Lucha Bros.
Can we get some that we recognize?
Keep.
I mean, you got to keep them, but yeah, they're not my favorite.
I think right now, while Phoenix is out with this dislocated arm or whatever, I think they're going to give Penta a little singles run, and I think we're going to be in some enjoyment here.
Yeah, keep him though. I like both these guys.
I hope he comes up with a new catchphrase though. I mean, not being an asshole. I'm over it, man.
Penta says,
"Yeah,
I like Alex.
It's
Alex.
15. Yeah, I do like him.
Keep the champ. Got to keep the champ.
Keep him.
Yeah.
Like I said, some of these are easy. Andrade, this is a good one.
Keep him for now, but if we do this next year, I maybe leave him.
Derek.
So, all right. Out of left field here, considering the talent that is available.
Speed, my brother. There's like 60 people on this list. Pick it up.
Actually, there's 168.
Holy
it the fuck up.
Shit. All right.
Pick
cut
it
that
the
guy.
fuck up.
Cut him.
Keep him. Anthony Agogo.
Cut him.
Yeah.
Cut him.
Okay, bye.
FTR.
Keep him.
Keep him. Brock Anderson.
Keep him.
No.
Keep him. Got to have enhancement talent. Andy's Arn Anderson's kid.
He looks like Arn.
He looks exactly like Arn.
Brody King.
Keep him. He's new.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't really count. You got to kind of
Listen. How impressive was Brody King on
My
Wednesday?
man, this dude is huge. He's the hugest dude I've ever seen in my life.
especially for all elite wrestling. That's a big dude.
The hugest dude I've ever seen in my life. He's might be the second biggest dude, if not
I'm
the
here
biggest.
for it. You know what I was, and his debut made me really kind of snap some things into perspective, right? Have you noticed that like AEW's tag team division is getting more prominent and it's getting a lot better? Does
Well, it
anybody
was
else
good.
notice that?
It was good, and then it sucked, and now it's getting better again.
So,
Buddy, we
maybe
gotta keep going. There's a lot of people on this list.
Hey, pal, we can talk about some things. We don't need to just okay. Calm down.
All right.
All right.
Killed my vibe. Bryan Danielson.
Keep him.
Cut him.
Why? Hold on.
He's a bum.
No. We're going to pause on this one. Why?
He's a bum. He's a bum.
He's been pulling the best matches out of anyone he's went up against up to this point.
Because Walt's
He's a
being
bum.
dick. That's why.
I'm just not here for it.
I wasn't here for it when he actually premiered, and I've turned him around, and you're the one that was like, "Oh, dude, it's gonna be great." Yes, yes, yes. Yeah,
Hey, pal, I just wanted you to hear. I just wanted you to hear how stupid you've been sounding for the last year and a half, bud.
Oof. Oof.
Okay.
Brandon Cutler.
Keep him. Love
Keep
Brandon
him.
Cutler.
Yeah,
Brandon Cutler was the most over performer in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Keep him.
I've
don't
never
believe
seen
me?
him look like that. That's interesting.
Well, that's his like old gimmick.
Yeah, that's cool.
Here's an interesting one. Brian Cage.
Cut him. He'll be better in WWE. Cut him.
I would say it'd be better in Impact, but yeah, I agree.
Cut him.
Cut him.
Fuck, go to New Japan. I don't care. But
He's
you don't work in
absolutely-
AEW.
He's absolutely cut out for WWE.
Yeah, for sure.
Are they going to use him right? Does it matter,
It
actually?
doesn't matter.
He's a monster, and he looks like $1 million.
Yeah.
Vince probably jerks off to him every night.
Yeah.
He looks like that lawsuit Vince fucking weathered in the 90s is what he looks like.
Nah, I couldn't imagine WWE fucking him up. Like, AEW has fucked him up already, so...
Because they don't know what to do with the big guys.
Hey, at least Lance Archer came back.
Yeah,
They had
but
him fucked up forever.
Lance Archer don't look like him. That's just...
No.
I don't care. I like Lance Archer.
The Painmaker.
Keep
Chris
him.
Jericho.
Keep him.
Yeah. I keep.
I think Tom would have been a cut him last year.
Last year I would have been, but keep him for now.
Christian Cage.
Ooh, cut him.
Cut him.
I'd be good with the cut.
What's he doing, man? He's a mouthpiece for Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus.
He's cheerleading.
And they don't really need it. I don't think. I don't know.
They don't.
Give
Make
him
them
opportunity.
talk. Make them talk. Like,
It's the
cut
only
it.
way you're going to get Jungle Boy into the main event is if he knows how to talk.
Yeah.
I mean, look at fucking Hangman.
Yeah,
I mean,
cut
even Luchasaurus speaks from time to time.
him. Yeah, cut him. Cut him.
Broken dinosaur English, but it counts.
Oh, keep him. The Acclaimed? Yeah, keep him.
Ah, if you cut the... Go ahead, Walt. What are you going to do? Do you want to cut him? You want to tell me
Keep
why you want to cut him? Oh, okay. Thank you. Moving on. It's my favorite tag
Bro.
team.
Listen, when Max Caster got himself in all that fucking trouble and he got suspended, Anthony Bone was a fish out of water. Okay.
Yep.
Now they're back together. They're both phenomenal.
They got a music video coming out this week.
Cut him. They're done. All of
No way.
all
Cut him.
SCU. All
He's not been
SCU
on
is
TV
done.
in fucking how long?
He's useful
he's-
backstage.
No, he's all over Impact and some other stuff. Cut him.
Cut him.
Yeah, keep him for now.
I mean, he's in a top storyline. You got to keep him right now.
Is he really? But yeah, okay, keep him.
He's up against Sean Spears. That's huge.
Cut him.
Chairman, remember?
No, keep him. For now. For
Well,
a
they
minute.
can't keep him.
Really?
He's a fucking free agent.
That's right. Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
They
whatever.
already fucked that up.
I like that this picture is pre-stupid neck tattoo, by the way.
Yeah, I tried to
Do whatever with him.
without the golden shovel tattooed on his neck.
I don't even care what they do with Cody. I really don't.
He could go away.
I really don't care. Oh, keep him.
Keep him.
Yeah.
Seriously, keep him. Yes.
All right, he's
Yeah,
big
Dusty
time
has
backstage
ended
too.
up being the better of the Rhodes brothers by far.
Keep the better Rhodes brother for sure. Keep him.
Really?
Nah, I like Eddie. I like.
Yeah, there's
Eddie.
absolutely
Keep Eddie.
no option other than keep Eddie Kingston. Yes.
You gotta
No,
keep
bro,
Eddie.
Derek, I get that. I'm surprised at Tom's answer to keep him.
Look, I don't like what he's doing necessarily all
Well,
the
he's
time.
hurt
but-
right now. He's going to take some time off.
Yeah,
He's-
but like
He said he's
I
going to
think
quit smoking while he's on the injury.
Good for him. I mean, we keep him for now. Maybe next year. Maybe we'll cut him next year, but we'll see. Keep him for now.
All
Oh,
ego
keep him.
Ethan Page.
Oh, keep him. Oh my God.
Yeah, gotta keep
All
him.
ego.
I'm into it.
All ego. All potential. Keep him.
Is he going to bring back the Karate Man from Impact?
I'd love it, but he could bring back whatever. He's great. He's fantastic.
He is
Huge
great.
potential.
Darby Allin.
Keep him. Good God, the fucking pillar.
He's a fucking pillar. I mean,
Agreed.
Frankie Kazarian.
Got to cut him. Him and the rest of SCU.
It got to go.
It's the first tag team I've ever fell in love with, boys.
Hey, first tag team champions in AEW, bud.
It's time.
He's got to go.
It's time.
Even Scorpio Sky? Do we have to?
The best friends.
Oh, cut him.
Oh, way to pick the most horrible pictures you fucking could.
Oh, cut him. I mean, Trent maybe can stay, but like, nah. If they're a team, cut them. They suck. They're enhancement talent. They're not very good.
It's been talent.
Bro,
They're jobbing to Adam Cole nightly.
yeah, but they're in a top faction program with Adam Cole.
Yeah.
So that they can job to him every I don't know, man.
By the
you
time
need-
it's
look,
over, they're
they
not
have a
gonna
certain
jump to him.
credibility that you need to bring to a faction feud with Adam Cole.
Fair enough, but still, I say cut them. But if you guys want to keep them, that's your business. It's not my business.
I just don't understand what your problem is with the best friends, Tom.
Yeah, I don't get it.
They suck, but that's
You got to give the people what they want.
well, that's fine. The people want things that suck sometimes, so that's fine. People like pickles, and I don't. So whatever.
I don't like pickles either.
That's just, what is wrong with you guys?
See,
Get the
I
fuck
knew
outta
Derek
here.
would like pickles.
Dude, I fucking love pickles.
Yeah, but I bet you do, pal.
Pickles
All
are
kinds
gross.
of pickles, all different shapes and
I mean,
sizes.
stackers, the dill,
Well, pickles are
Fucking
gross.
relish.
Pickles are gross, and the best friends suck.
There's so many ways to have pickles. You can do all kinds of
Fuego
stuff with
del
pickles.
Sol.
Keep him. Somebody's got to be enhancement.
No.
He's Gilbert. Got to keep him.
Bye.
No, I don't even think he's as good as Gilbert. He can go.
That's fine.
He's
Not gonna
terrible.
fight that.
Jake Atlas.
He's kind of new and hurt. I don't know. Whatever.
I'll be honest, I don't really know much. I mean, I've seen one match of
Yeah,
his.
you know what? He can go because like
I don't know where he
guy's a
came from.
Guy's a fucking injury machine. So just
He
let him
absolutely
go.
is an injury machine, and I think that's what derailed him in WWE, right? Like, because he had a good spot on NXT, and he
Sure
was
did.
involved in that top feud with Legado del Fantasma and for the Cruiserweight Championship and all that shit. And like,
Mhm.
and he got hurt, and now he's wrestled one match in AEW, and he got hurt. Joey Janela.
Cut him. Nobody's seen him in 2 years.
Yeah, you can cut him.
Yeah, he can definitely go. But you know what? At the same point in time, I'll be really sad if he gets cut because we'll get like one blow off of Tom just shitting all over Joey Janela, and then we'll never hear about Joey Janela ever again. And I think that it's become such a staple of the show that,
Well,
I'm
you know.
gonna miss that.
Whatever. He'll get a job at Target. It'll be fine.
They don't have Targets in the neighborhood he's from, bud.
They have dollar stores.
He's got a car. He's got a car. He can drive.
Apparently, he has his own personal mechanic too.
Yeah, it's that homeless guy.
John Moxley.
Oh my God, keep him.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of a given. I was waiting to jump all over Tom's ass if he was going to say cut him on that.
Hey, so what do you guys think about Moxley making his long-awaited pro wrestling return? And it's not at AEW, it's GCW, and he's going to defend his GCW World Championship.
I mean, I think he's going to drop it, actually. But
I agree with that statement.
No, I think it's fine. I think if you have a title, I feel like that's sort of one of the things that, like, well, I'm about ready to come back, and it's like, well, you want to come drop this title real quick? Yeah, sure. It's a one-night thing. It's not a, like, tour schedule. Exactly. So yeah, I think that's fine.
So yeah, for sure, Tom, with you on that. As far as it's a one-time thing, and also if he's going to come back from an extended, obviously we all know that he had to go away for a little bit. Just because you premiered in one company doesn't mean it takes anything away from premiering in another down the road.
Also, it doesn't mean that like he's not going to show up this Wednesday on Dynamite. So
that's fair too. So, the Young Bucks.
Keep them. I mean, they've already re-signed, so fuck it.
The greatest tag team in AEW history.
Longest reigning tag team champions as well.
I love your positivity, Derek.
The power of positivity.
It's a Young Buck. Yes, it is.
If I thought it would go over well on camera, I'd bring pancakes to next week's episode, but I don't think it. Like, I don't have enough distance to really get the whole.
It's too late for pancakes.
I like pancakes at night. Here we go,
next
Tom.
Week it'll be early though. Remember,
Kenny Omega.
You got to keep him, man. The best bout machine has bouts left.
You got to keep him. Yeah, I agree. I'd love to see him cut, but no, they're gonna keep him, so that's it.
I think that's fair.
Yeah,
but the question is, for how much longer?
Probably not much. A year or so from now, I could probably see him being cut.
I'll give you that. The Varsity Blondes.
Oh, keep him.
Oh, keep.
So
much potential there.
So, especially Brian Pillman Jr.
Yeah, I don't know if it was in the group chat or if it was just Walt and I, but yeah, I was definitely saying that last week.
Keep Kip Sabian. I think he's hurt right now, but like keep him. I mean,
he's hurt, but yeah, agreed.
He's real good. Oh, keep him. Murder Hawk Monster, got to keep that guy.
I feel real bad.
Keep him and do stuff
right
with
now.
him.
Well, I mean, he just attacked fucking.
I know. I saw that, and hopefully we're getting to something. But yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Keep that up. Let's do this.
Keep that up. Like, keep him. Fuck.
Yeah, he's fantastic. I think that, like, we've been singing his praises since like the TNT tournament, right? And it's you should have never put this fucking guy in that tournament when you knew you were putting that belt on Cody Rhodes.
No, should have never happened.
Keep this man. Like he's fucking incredible. He's huge. No, he's huge. He's strong. He's good. Keep him.
He looked a little winded there. You could definitely tell he's not been in the ring for some time.
Yeah, he may have been on the couch a little bit.
Yeah. Mark Henry.
Oh, fucking keep Mark Henry. He's a legend.
Fuck that. Cut his ass.
Cut his ass.
Yes.
Bro, he does 1 2-minute segment a week.
Exactly.
It's time for the main event.
I don't care. All right.
And his interview skills are piss poor. It's not even like he's good at it.
Move on. His podcast also sucks.
Man, you don't agree with Tom, and he gets fucking pissy tonight, huh?
Is he not also cut? Is he not cut already? Cut him. Cut this man.
Cut him.
Cut this man. Let's cut this boy. Oh my God, Keith. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Malachi Black.
Not even a question.
Not even a question. Matt Hardy.
Keep. Legend.
I'd say keep because Jeff's on his way.
Jeff's on his way. Keep him.
The fact that Jeff's on his way
For now, keep. But
Matt Sydal.
Keep, but this is a cut next year, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Michael Nakazawa.
Cut. Good God, how's this guy not already cut? Cut. Delete.
There
Why?
goes your boy.
Yeah.
Because he sucks.
What's wrong?
Cut him. He sucks. Cut him.
No. You have
Cut,
to have comedic
suck.
relief.
Cut. Sucks. Not even funny. Sucks. Cut.
I mean, he did have a really funny moment when he put the Turkish massage oil on the top rope in that BTE skit after Sydal crashed and burned on a shooting star press.
Dude, Nakazawa is good shit. Tom
No.
just doesn't have any.
No.
Tom's over there watching Raw. He ain't got time.
Fucking dead weight, pal. He's got to go.
Yeah, he's gotta go. Keep.
The Redeemer.
Can this
Miro.
motherfucker wrestle sometimes though? Seriously, like
He's hurt, pal.
He's always fucking hurt then, or he has the latest schedule in professional wrestling. Can this?
Well,
man
at
has
first
the
he was
latest
stuck with that
sometimes?
stupid ass best friend gimmick during
Whatever.
the wedding.
Look, I don't even fucking care what his like gimmick is. Can this dude wrestle sometimes without getting hurt? Like, keep him for now. But like, if it's continual like spotty nonsense, like cut him next year because like this ain't his thing.
Okay, do you remember any long periods of time in WWE where he was hurt? Because I don't.
Yes,
But maybe I'm wrong.
I do. Yes, he was, or
Okay.
or not being used, or nursing an injury.
Not being used doesn't count because that's Vince being a dick.
Man, like I don't know. Like, can he have a good long run where he shows up week to week to week to week to week? I haven't seen it yet, and I've been watching this man for like 5-8 years. Fucking like put up or shut up. It's either time to show up and wrestle, or it's not. And right now it's not. And for the longest time it's been not. So like either it is or it isn't. And right now it isn't. And it's continued to be isn't. So maybe if he can show me that it is, there's English for you. English.
Okay.
Let him show me that he is, because right now he is not. Cut him. Fucking loser.
Keep him. But Tom, you're absolutely right.
Oh my god.
MJF.
Keep.
You better triple his salary once it comes up because he just sits there and advertises it all. Like, if you let this boy go
he's
to
a heel,
WWE,
motherfucker.
you're a fucking. I don't care. It's legit. If you let him go to WWE, you're the biggest fucking idiot in wrestling.
Him going to WWE puts AEW out of business.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Nick Camarado.
Don't care.
Yeah, you can cut him and we won't lose anything.
Listen, I like him. I say keep him. Kind of reminds me of, the old Brody. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You know?
I like his chest hair. It's very
Yeah.
curly.
I'm into it. The hybrid,
I'd be
too.
interested.
Cut him. Fuck these guys.
No.
Losers.
Dig him.
Losers.
I couldn't wait for this slide to come up because I
Fuck
know
that.
Derek's a hybrid too, Mark.
I am. I dig him.
Losers. Cut these.
The Angelico walk-in is too good. Fuck off.
Losers.
No way.
They can go away and I'd be okay.
Losers.
I've seen the same hate on Reddit, so I
Orange
know that I'm in the minority
Cassidy.
here.
I'm gonna go against Green here, and I'm gonna say keep him.
Yep.
As
Really?
much as yeah, I know, it's shocking.
I was like, I was building this and I said, man, I'm gonna have to fight Tom on this one.
Nah, keep him. Keep him.
Listen, we could not like it as much as you want, bud, but this man is over.
That's why he's over. He's clearly over. Like I'm not here to like fight you on the fact that this guy's over. Like I don't like him. He's not over with me, but he's over. So keep him. Whatever. He's Al Snow's head. He's Al Snow's head. What does everybody want? Like it's fine. He is the B grade man here. He's the B player. He's the C player, and everybody needs that C player. He ain't gonna hold a title. He shouldn't hold it. If he holds a title, good God, will I rant against that? However, my little dog pockets, it's fine. Where he is right now, in the realm of AEW, is fine.
Alrighty. Pack.
Keep him.
Keep.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Push that man to the moon.
Yep.
Well, him not
To
being
the
champ yet
moon.
him not being champ yet is bullshit.
Absolutely. Paul White. Well, I need to get cut
Yeah, cut him.
because I'm taking too much money, y'all.
I'm
cut-
good with cutting him. I mean, I don't see his
there's
contributions unless they're backstage, and we don't see them.
There's too much good talent out there for them to hold on to Paul White. What is he doing? Just cut him. Cut him.
I mean, he chokeslammed QT Marshall in Pittsburgh. That was literally the only time I've seen him.
Also, he was ringside for the rematch of Hangman and Bryan Danielson as a judge.
Oh, yes.
That was important.
Well, yeah, they had to do something to get him a payday.
I know. I'm just being a smartass.
Yeah,
I really, yeah.
Oh,
Peter
God.
Avalon.
Oh, cut. Oh,
Fuck
cut.
that. That's
Big
move.
cuts.
No.
Big cut.
Yeah.
Man,
Cut it
y'all are
deep.
All right, Team Taz, Powerhouse Hobbs,
Oh, keep. Great dudes.
Yep.
Ricky Starks.
All three of them keep.
Keep.
I think
keep,
you got to
keep.
cut Hook.
All right,
I think out of the three. Okay, let's play a game here. You got to
I'm
cut
done.
one. Who are you going to cut out of the three?
Done listening to Walt here.
Out of
Tom,
the
who you
three,
gonna
I
cut
have
out of
to
the
cut
three?
one.
Yeah.
I don't cut nobody. Cut up. Keep.
No,
them
you
all.
got to
They're
pick
all
one.
good.
I'm just saying, it's just a game inside the game. That's all.
I mean, I'd cut Ricky Starks, but that's fine.
I agree
Really?
with that. I would cut Ricky Starks
Out of the
also.
three,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ricky Starks would be the first I would keep.
Nah.
Wow.
Yeah, I would cut Ricky Starks first, too.
Interesting.
QT Marshall. Cut.
He runs the training. He runs the training. You got to keep the guy that runs the training facility. Nah, keep.
He's a bum. Then
Keep
just
him.
keep him
He's
off
great
fucking
for
TV
enhancement
now.
talent and stuff.
That's fine. No, yeah.
No,
keep him off
he's
TV,
good on
but,
TV.
like,
He could actually come out here and tell a story, unlike some of these fucking green ass people.
yeah, and he also puts on a good match. Nah, keep this man. Lots of people have cut before him.
Scorpio Sky.
Sorry, Scorpio.
Keep.
Cut with the rest of SCU.
Keep.
Nah, cut. He's cut.
Nah, man, I'm keeping him. I'm liking where he's at right now.
Okay.
His little thing with all ego.
Tom, you are the worst podcast
Yeah, well.
co-host I have ever seen.
Well, he's cut. Cut him. Oh no! Almost don't kill
Sean
him.
Dean, cut.
Cut.
Oh God.
Too many words on.
Sonny
oh,
Kiss.
God, cut. For God's
Kill.
sake, cut. For God's sake,
Yeah,
cut this.
bye-bye.
man.
It's Sting.
I mean, how do you not keep Sting? For God's sake.
I don't think that any of us would have said keep him a year ago when he debuted, because we all shit all over this.
Keep
Yeah,
Sting.
I mean,
he can still go. For fuck's sake, how could he still go? How is that even possible? Keep Sting. It doesn't make sense to me.
It
that he can
doesn't.
still go, but God, because he can still go. Keep Sting.
Keep Sting. The Dark Order.
All of them? I mean, cut Colt Cabana, cut Alex
I
Reynolds.
knew you were gonna say cut Colt Cabana.
Alan Angels maybe can go. Top line. Alan Angels, Alex Reynolds, Colt Cabana, they can go. Everybody else can stay.
Derek.
the only person that, and I just personally don't like him, is John Silver. He can go.
How do you not like John Silver?
I don't. He annoys me.
Of Of all people not to like.
He reminds me of a guy at the gym, I guess. Just a little bit. To where I'm
No,
like,
you know what it
You're
is?
fucking
Do you know what it
annoying.
is, Tom? Do you know what it is, Tom?
Uh,
John Silver's just the little guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's challenging Derek for little guy supremacy.
Basically, there's a hierarchy, and you know, yeah, we don't play these little guy games around here.
I say
I
keep
mean,
them all.
Uh,
Private party.
I'll cut him.
Got him.
Good.
Bye.
Yeah.
Top flight.
Keep
Dante.
I
and
mean, you can
Darius
keep
Martin.
Dante, but I don't even remember his brother's name at this point.
Darius.
I mean, you can keep both of them, but yeah, keep Dante, but cut. Yeah, yeah.
Keep them.
All right,
The
keep.
Gun Club.
Oh, keep them. The ass boys.
Absolutely
For what?
keep the Gun Club.
Why are we
Keep-
keeping them?
Keep the ass boys.
They're
Good
over.
God.
Howard?
Keep
Oh,
the-
they're over with
keep-
Danhausen. They're not
Keep
over with
the
anybody
ass
else.
boys. Nah, keep the ass boys.
Tom's
Billy ass
just a
and the,
Danhausen mark. That's all that is.
Billy ass
Hey,
and the ass
Hey,
boys.
and this T-shirt that Billy Gunn's wearing, the New Age Outlaws T-shirt, did y'all see that Billy Gunn filed for trademark on New Age Outlaws?
I did.
Did he?
Good for
He
him.
did.
Was it available? Like,
It was.
Twas.
nice.
And you didn't know because your ass
That's
gonna
cool.
call somebody.
Very cool.
So we may be getting the New Age Outlaws reunion in AEW.
Not bad.
Oh my
Mad about
God.
that.
I'd be there for it.
Road Dogg is fat and old, but like, I'd still be there. For
He
it.
No,
can
I don't
still
care. I
talk.
just want you to come out and talk to me. I don't want you to wrestle. Like,
No, I just want
just
him
tell
to
me
do-
what you're gonna do as you
I
come to
just
the
want
ring.
him, I just want him to give the little shuck and jive, like boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom,
Yeah. Tell me who I
Boom.
need to call real
and
quick.
and then tag Billy Gunn back in because you're out of breath.
Yeah, I'm way good with that.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun. I'm here for that. I hope that
Yeah,
happens.
yeah, no, keep the ass boys. Oh, keep. They're the
Jurassic
champs, for
Express.
fuck's sake.
Yeah,
They're the
dude.
Tag team champs.
Yeah, no, yeah. Keep.
Keep.
Very much keep.
Wardlow.
Keep.
Keep.
I mean, he's very much a keep. But here's the problem. Are they actually going to be smart enough to keep him?
Yeah.
Good
I
question.
don't think so. And here's why. Okay. He looks like $1 million. He's huge. He's intense. He's huge, right? They don't know how to book big guys like him, and it's still showing with him, right? Like, the only person that's got any positive booking that's of size is Powerhouse Hobbs, and that's because of Taz.
Yeah. Yeah. I see where you're going with this.
So I don't know that they offer him enough money for him to stay, especially considering there's all kinds of talks that WWE is very, very interested in Mr. Wardlow.
Of course
As
they are.
should be. As they should be.
So this one's going to be interesting when this contract comes up, right?
I'm very interested, truthfully, in what happens. But they should keep him.
Absolutely
can.
should keep him.
However, if I were him, I would go to WWE. Oh my God, Omos is about to kill the same jabroni he killed last week. What the fuck? Anyway,
Bro,
sorry.
Omos is off the fucking rails.
You mean he jumped the shark?
It's bad.
He's killing the same, like, this kid is like 104. Like, this kid is smaller than my wife.
I can't believe they let AJ Styles lose to him.
This kid is smaller than my wife. He's maybe a little bit bigger than my 9-year-old son. Anyway.
Sorry, on to the next.
Here.
Sean Spears, the chairman.
Oh, keep him. Keep
Keep
him,
him.
for God's sake.
Of course, keep him.
You got to keep
I mean, I talked
Ty
some
Dillon.
shit earlier on him, but you know that doesn't mean I don't want to keep him.
I think he's entirely underrated.
Yeah, even last week, it might have been the week before I brought that up. How much I enjoy his shtick now as the chairman.
Entirely underrated.
Let's keep going.
Luther.
Oh, cut him.
Yeah, you can go.
I think
Fuck
Serpentico's been cut. Like his contract has
How do
not
you
been
not
renewed.
like? We also cut Serpentico. Like, cut Serpentico.
Well, I think that because he's not on this current roster that I looked at to get this
Oh,
information.
he was like 2 days ago. So yeah. All right. So yeah, cut this guy.
The Inner Circle.
Keep all 4 of those guys, but I don't know.
Maybe let them go and have singles runs.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like
Well, not Santana or Ortiz, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but like, nah, just that's.
If I got to take somebody out, it's going to be Jake Hager. He's not done anything lately.
I mean, you want to let Hager go, that's fine, but like, it doesn't matter. Like,
Isn't he? I think he's training for a legit MMA fight right now. I think that's what the problem is.
I don't have a problem with him at all because I love Jack Swagger, but you know,
we the people.
Yeah, it's good stuff. But as
the
we've
butcher
already
and the
stated,
blade.
that
keep
AEW doesn't book them well.
Keep these boys, for God's sake. Good.
Absolutely
keep them.
You're
He's
a lobster. Lee Moriarty.
Oh, cut him.
Bye.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Lee Johnson.
Cut him.
Bye.
Nope.
Red Dragon.
Oh God, keep. They're the best in the world. They're some of the best in the world. Keep them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So, guys, we have reached the end of our little game.
Oh, that's it?
That's it.
Good. That's good.
Salty fucking Tom up here.
I know. Like Tom went from jovial to something.
It's
got up his asshole.
It's my fault because I told him he killed my vibe.
Well, so actually, the women are easier to cut than the men. But it's so yeah. So what I'm trying to say is AEW has a lot of dead weight on the roster that they can clear up and then like hire some good fucking talent. And once the good fucking talent is here, we can see. Look, we've already seen what the good talent does on the roster versus the not good talent, right? Like,
right, absolutely.
You cut like Lee Moriarty and like dudes like that, and it's like, oh well, here's Keith Lee. Like, here's Keith Lee.
That's a name we have not talked about in like 14 weeks.
Like, okay, so there's that. I mean, even if you like bring in Adel Adim, Mr. Mustafa Ali, like that's better than like most of the guys we cut, right? Like, I think he's gone forever, like from wrestling. But at the same time, like he's better than like most of the guys we cut, right? Like,
I'd agree with that.
Like you cut Serpentico to bring him in, like that's not a bad deal. You cut fucking 2.0 to bring him in. Hell yeah. Right? Like that's where we are with this. So
yeah.
There's a lot of good talent available, and there's a lot of AEW roster space that can be made available. I don't know what their budget is like, but they certainly have the budget to bring some dudes in. Do they have the TV time? Yeah, probably. I mean, they need to cut some like TV matches down. Like every match doesn't have to go an hour. They don't need to have 3 20-minute matches every week. But like, you know, they could bring in some good talent and really like, I mean, be a force, right? Like be a force of like, oh, we're going to get eyeballs because I'm going to give Adam Cole 10 minutes, and then I'm going to give fucking like Keith Lee 10 minutes, and then I'm going to give, you know, CM Punk 10 minutes. I'm going to give, you know, all these other guys, like I'm gonna give Luchasaurus 10 minutes. I'm gonna like, you just go bam, 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 and you cut it down from like 20, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever. Let Hangman do 10-minute, you know, title defenses.
but then too, and this is my opinion on it, right? You run the risk of becoming very, very formulaic, like WWE's become, where it's bam, 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 and that's not really what AEW is about, right? Like,
well, but at the same time, like you can give Hangman 40 minutes on pay-per-view, 50 minutes on pay-per-view, even an hour. You know, you can give Bryan Danielson whatever time on pay-per-view. I feel like you let them run through guys, you know, give them 10, 15 minutes or so, because I feel like that's the problem with WWE is that like they let people run through other people like 2-3 minutes. Like that was our biggest our biggest like criticism of when they brought up like Keith Lee or Karrion Kross. Like they'd give these guys a few minutes. Karrion Kross was beat by Jeff Hardy in like 97 seconds. So
yeah, but he was supposed to. He was walking to the ring under the impression that he had 11.
I'm just saying, like, it's not. It's one of those things where it's just like, you give those guys 11 minutes instead of 97 seconds, because I feel like that's the thing where it's like they cut it for time.
Yeah.
More often than not, and maybe you budget it better in AEW. You don't cut your guy down. You don't cut him at his knees like, well, you're gonna lose Jeff Hardy in 11 minutes, but now it's gonna be less than 2, and it's like, huh, and stuff like that. So, I don't know where Karrion Kross ends up. I hope he ends up in AEW. I think that would be a good deal. But like,
yeah, if they book him right, I mean, that's what it comes down to, right? Like, I don't know, man.
Find out next month, maybe.
Lots of dead weight that could be trimmed for sure. Lots of adjustments to programming that we as fans may want to see, may not want to see. You know what I'm saying? That was a fun little game, kind of just see where the AEW roster's at.
It's time.
But it is, and it's as, the Big Swole thing gets blown out of proportion and she's officially the first contract not renewed. I think we're going to start seeing more of this. Yeah. Peter Avalon's been on Twitter recently, talking about his current status and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting climate for the business piece of AEW here in the near future. And I'm going to be interested to see how it's handled, especially considering how outspoken Tony Khan's been about Vince McMahon and budget cuts.
Match of the week.
That's right. The most anticipated segment in Pro Wrestling Internet Weekly.
The most electrifying segment.
Tom, what was your match of the week, pal?
So, there was a rematch this week. However, RK Bro versus the Alpha Academy was, in fact, the match of the week, boys. So good. Look, I'm a sucker for a title change. I really am. Really, really am. And, there was a title change. And it went to Alpha Academy, who I thought has been killing it. I love Otis. I love Otis. I love Chad Gable. I love what Alpha Academy has been doing as heels. It's been one. To me, that's been sort of a must-see TV thing. And it hasn't been as dominant on TV as maybe I think it should have. However, I think that there was a reckoning there. I think there was a recognition that it should have been a bigger deal. And now they're the champs. And no, not only are they the champs, they defended against the former champs this week, and they won again. So,
live, like within the last 2 hours, live.
Yeah.
Nice.
It happened at like 9 o'clock. It was fantastic. It was also a good match. It was actually a little shorter, but great match. Great matches. Great wrestlers. Good God. Not only was RK Bro over and sort of carrying Raw as a brand, but I really think that the Alpha Academy will do the same. And be just as, because I think Otis is super entertaining. I think that Chad Gable is super entertaining, and I think they could really go different ways with both these teams too. They can break up RK Bro, and that can be a pay-per-view match. I would love to see Matt Riddle versus Randy Orton. If they do that, I don't know if they will or they won't, but I would love to see that. And truthfully, if down the line they break up Otis and Chad Gable, I think that's great too. And I think that'll also be really good. Or they can just keep them together and let them be dominant, because that's what they're doing right now. So, tag team wrestling is alive and well in WWE, and it's
tag team wrestling is alive and well Period.
It's very
Um,
good. So that's my match of the week.
Absolutely, it was fantastic. And maybe like we're at that point in time where they're starting to realize that they didn't make a mistake by putting the money in the bank on Otis.
No, and I think he's, you and I have talked about this. I feel like he's potentially a future main event star. He's he's not necessarily Roman Reigns, but he's certainly a future Big E.
He's definitely has an it factor.
Yeah, there's something about him that just brings us to him, and I'd watch him as a babyface or a heel because he's good either way.
Yeah, I'm here for it. Little Dick Derek, what was your match of the week?
Well,
It's bigger than this.
actually, whenever Tom texted us earlier and told us what it was, I was kind of rolled my eyes because he actually had the exact same match of the week that I had. That's what I had picked out, even though earlier in our conversation he's like, I don't know, do I have anything? Everything kind of sucked. So he wants to come in here and sing the praises of Alpha Academy, and that's fine. So what I'm going to do instead is, of course, that was my match of the week, but I gotta admit, I've hated RK Bro. I hate Riddle. He annoys the living shit out of me. That's just not entertaining to
Bro.
me. I don't find it funny. I find it just irritating and childish, and
all
your
the time.
flip flops and stuff. Like, I'm a dude. It's cool, but
Are you though?
and
Are
I
you, dude?
smoke a. I actually stopped myself there. I do have a job I need to keep up with. So, but yeah, I understand where he's coming from. But yeah, it's a little much. But they have put on some fantastic matches. That was the match of the week for sure. And I gotta admit, actually, I've went back and finally watched day one after I was hounded by you guys for a couple of weeks here now. And freaking RK Bro versus Street Profits. I don't know if it was in the group chat or if it was just the chat between Walt and myself, but I was saying that right there. The Street Profits are on a whole nother level. It's incredible.
Except why does Montez
That-
Ford look like R. Kelly all of a sudden?
He really does.
Yeah, he kind of does with the cornrows and shit. Yeah, I understand. He's coming out the closet. It's rough. But yeah,
Got me out the closet.
It's a great match though, and I feel like RK Bro has really, really pulled the best out of everyone they've come up against lately, and that's exactly
Randy Orton.
Yeah, Randy Orton is Le Magnifique.
Randy Orton's a fucking legend, pal.
Yeah,
Into Legend Killer.
he kills them and is one.
So, my match of the week comes from NXT 2.0.
Ooh,
AJ Styles versus Grayson Waller
That was good too.
was absolutely phenomenal.
good
You know what,
choice,
man?
sir.
Did with that there.
It was really refreshing to see AJ work a work rate match with a young 20-something-year-old kid, and he was pushing Grayson Waller to the limit in that match. And I was here for it, man. It was everything that I wanted out of a wrestling match this week. I think I said the same thing last week about my match of the week. It was perfect, right? Like, just to get to see them doing that, and AJ coming to NXT, and this dude's getting ready to. He's been bouncing back and forth between NXT, both main roster shows, whatever, fucking around with AJ Styles, and now we get this match, and it lives up. It's the perfect payoff. Man, Grayson Waller, he might be the next AJ Styles, right? Like, that's how you have to
Big
look at
shoes,
this.
buddy.
That's how you have to look at this, because AJ's given this guy a lot of time and a lot inside the ring. Like, maybe AJ sees something here, and I'm here for it, man. I thought the match was fucking phenomenal.
No arguments there. I liked it a lot too. I watched it live and I was like, ooh, okay, all right. Because I'm not all in on Grayson Waller yet, but that match put me a few steps closer.
And it's like, maybe it's because it's AJ, right? But like, you look at Braun Breaker and Tommaso Ciampa, and like that was a really good fucking match too.
Mm-hmm.
And is it because of the talent that we know and love, or is it because of these new guys that we're not given a chance to,
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Interested to see how everything plays out. That's for damn sure.
We'll find out.
So, all right, guys. Well, let's get up out of here. Again, remember 7:30 next week. We're gonna change the lifestyle there. So, yeah. If you're watching us on YouTube, you know that we exist. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We would really, really appreciate that. Check us out over on Twitter and Instagram at @1_Fall WC. That's ONE. And hey, man, audio folks, appreciate you so much. And yeah, as always, thanks for hanging out. It's all love. We'll catch you next week. One Fall WrestleCast.
One Fall WrestleCast, baby.